you can distinguish normal from abnormal, you can put one of these to good use. So let's just imagine we have a quite realistic scenario of a single cylinder misfire, right? Yeah, go ahead, check the codes. That would be a good place to start. Half the battle with dealing with an oscilloscope is realizing that they're very good at comparison, right? And if you can compare things, ideally we have more than one unit. This is a 4-cylinder engine. We have 4 coil and plug assemblies, 4 injectors, 4 of everything internally in the engine. Yeah, so if you have a baseline to go by that you can accept as being normal, then it's just a matter of distinguishing what pattern doesn't fit the definition of normality. So let's establish a baseline here, guys, for normality, and just to make the point that it's all about the comparison. So just picking off from the coil here, hopefully getting a secondary trace. So that's cylinder 1, cylinder 2, three, and cylinder 4. Okay, so all pretty much the same. Let me introduce a dummy failure here, and we'll see. It's not that difficult to pick out something different here. Keep in mind, guys, not all comparisons are as obvious as balls on a dog, right? So here's cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, and this is cylinder 4. Again, working my way back. Cylinder 3, cylinder 2, cylinder 1. See any distinction there? I see it. Once it's pointed out to you, it'll be obvious. Cylinder 1 is in fact the issue here, guys. Take a look at the end of the spark line. Look at that curve in the spark line. The issue we have here is the ejector's disconnected, guys, so that cylinder is running lean. So the firing line should go higher. I don't see a great deal of difference in that, to be quite honest, but I definitely see that distinction in the tail of the spark line. Once you're made aware of it, it's quite clear. You can see that definite curve in the spark line. As I said, the firing line is supposed to be higher as well for a lean cylinder, but I don't see that a great deal, although perhaps it is there. I'm at the maximum setting here for my KV, so it's going off the screen, so it's a wee bit difficult to tell, but I can definitely see that tail. Again, that's cylinder 2, relatively flat, relatively square, but definite curve. So just finishing off with a normal trace again there, guys, on cylinder 1 for the ignition system with the injector hooked back up. Again, you can see the squareness of the trace. That you don't need to be an automotive mastermind or genius to make some good use of your scope. If you can train your eye to pick up on the sometimes subtle differences in a trace from one cylinder to the next, you might be able to put your scope to good use, right? That's it, boys. Cheers.